When families are stable, when children succeed, when people stay healthy, our community is stronger. That is why United Way focuses on income, education, and health, the building blocks for a good quality of life, the foundation of stable families. We don't do it alone. We bring together leaders from government, corporations, health and human service organizations, and the community. Together, we make a meaningful difference. United, we create long-lasting changes that prevent problems from happening in the first place. United Way's Community Impact Area of Education helps support children and adults achieve their potential, as seen in our partner agency, the Jersey Shore Council Boy Scouts of America.
Well, thank you. My name is Jim Gillick. I'm the Executive Director of the Jersey Shore Council of the Boy Scouts of America. We're very pleased to provide a quality program of character, leadership, and positive achievement to more than 6,000 children here in Ocean as well as in Atlantic County. We couldn't do what we do without the support of our volunteers, and particularly the United Way, particularly in the area of education. Scouting revolves around an advancement program. When people think of advancements, they think of patches and pins. But the fact is, all those patches and pins that kids earn are actually new skills that kids learn. They're achievements that they go out. They learn things about goal setting, how to achieve goals, and that comes with a certain sense of self-esteem and pride that they get for achieving those goals, and a self-confidence they get in meeting new people and working with others. As I said, we couldn't do what we do without the support of the United Way. Their funding is essential for us. There's a gentleman by the name of Travis. Travis is a young man, came from an abusive household. When he moved to the area, he was having trouble with school, discipline issues, truancy issues, his grades were poor, and he was getting into trouble in the neighborhood. His mother got him involved with his younger brother in a scouting program, and in the time that he has been involved in scouting, it's really given him a structure, and it's given him a purpose. His grades have improved. He has, through his scouting program, learned not to just be responsible for himself, but also responsible for those about him. And he's going to be the next senior patrol leader of that troop. And he credits scouting, and as does his mother, really for that turnaround. He wouldn't be there, and we wouldn't have kids like Travis, wouldn't have the success they had, honestly, if it were not for scouting and the United Way.
Thanks to donors like you, the United Way is able to support programs that improve people's health. Providence House Domestic Violence Direct Counseling Services is one such program.
For more than 27 years, Providence House has provided shelter, outreach, support, and compassion to individuals who have experienced domestic violence in their lives. The Safe House is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with caring, trained people who meet the emotional and physical needs of adults and children in crisis. Providence House works with individuals and their children to help them realize a life free from abuse and prepare for an independent, violence-free life. We offer a wide range of free and confidential services that are invaluable to those who are struggling to break free from the cycle of violence in their homes. United Way ties into our program by funding some of our direct counseling services programs, which offers free individual and group counseling, information and referral, advocacy, and case management for both the victims and their children. Providence House is so grateful for those who have donated to United Way in the past, helping to support our free services in Ocean County. We could not do it without your help and hope you will continue to support the United Way so that our services of helping victims of domestic violence can continue.
The United Way's Community Impact Area of Income helps families become financially stable and independent through services such as those offered by St. Francis Center's Human Concerns Program.
Hello and welcome to St. Francis Community Center on Long Beach Island. We're in the southern portion of Ocean County and served by United Way since 1983, I believe, if not longer. We've been partners with United Way since that time and have applied for funding. Thanks to the employees within Ocean County, we've received an enormous amount of support.
So the families that come in here typically are working class families that struggle. They struggle sometimes with their food shopping. They struggle to make sure that there's gas in the car. But they don't mind struggling. They can get a little bit of assistance here and there. But when something happens, like their car breaks down or their child gets sick, that causes a huge problem, and then they have to figure out how are they going to get that money. So with the funding that United Way gives us, we are able to relieve that pressure from them and take that stress away. This is where this funding is most important, because they don't have to worry about being kicked out of their home or falling behind on their rent to where they, once they get behind, can't catch up. So this keeps that from happening. Families that typically come in, they come right into Human Concerns, and they're met by a team of volunteers that talks to them, finds out what their needs are. Sometimes they come in, it's just for food, but they're crying, they're upset because they're humbled by having to come in. And once we start to talk, we find out what else that they are in need of, what other kinds of services could help them. We have counseling upstairs. We have senior service program within the building. So depending on what their family makeup is and what is actually going on, we can direct them to those services within our own building. When they need other services, we figure out again what they need to sustain their household, to relieve some stress, and move on to the next month. So whether it's housing assistance, whether it's utility assistance, or whether it's just to know that if they need food that they can come here, that we welcome that they're not going to be judged, and that we'll help with what we can help with. And we will refer to other places who may help where we can.
Rebuild NJ AmeriCorps is a United Way program leading volunteers in the repair and rebuilding of homes damaged by Hurricane Sandy.
Hi, I'm Steve McMahon. I'm the director of Rebuild New Jersey, which is an initiative that was launched by United Ways across New Jersey to help rebuild homes that were damaged by Hurricane Sandy. We mobilize volunteers to help rebuild these homes. We have an AmeriCorps team of volunteers who are trained to supervise and support volunteers. And we work with unskilled volunteers like me who can come in and do anything from gutting to hanging drywall to doing finish work and painting. We do everything we can to help families get back into their homes as quickly as possible. And unfortunately, hundreds and hundreds of our neighbors continue to be displaced. So we're looking for volunteers and support to continue our rebuilding process. And for each and every one of those families, it makes a huge difference. Just this last month, we were really excited to work with the Lees, who were displaced since the storm. They're a young couple with 2 young children, and fortunately, because of the dedication of volunteers, we were able to get them back into their house in time for Christmas. So that's an accomplishment of which we're really, really proud. We couldn't do it without the hundreds of volunteers with whom we've worked and donations and support from United Way. So on behalf of the families with whom we work and all the volunteers from Rebuild New Jersey, I just want to thank United Way and its supporters for allowing us to do our work. Thank you so much.
You can be part of the solution. Thank you for making our community strong.